We're live here in the 300 block of Southwest Polk, where firefighters are making quick work of a house fire here. I can't read an address on this house, but it is in the 300 block of Southwest Polk. It's 2 doors south of 3rd Street. I'm looking on the west side of the street. You might be able to see firefighters upstairs here pulling out some insulation. When I got here, there was quite a bit of smoke, but within about 5 minutes, most all the smoke has dissipated, and crews here making quick work of this fire just west of downtown Topeka. The fire was reported around 12:25 p.m. again in the 300 block of Southwest Polk. The initial report was that there were flames coming out of the second floor here of this house. You can see some water here coming through as they're putting out some hot spots here. I'm trying to do about 3 things, so do bear with me here as I'm taking photos. And how are you doing? Good to see you. So we're getting out of the way here of the fire crews. They're checking out. We got maybe some investigators coming over, but it appeared to me at this point that the fire was in this property here on the second floor. Again, I see a lot of activity up on the second floor right now. Don't have any reports of injuries. Crews entered the structure right away to make sure nobody was inside. At this point, we have no indication that there was anybody inside. And again, smoke that had been showing here about 7 or 8 minutes ago, pretty well out now. It looks like they got the fire under control at this point. An indication of where we're located here. We're about 3 blocks west of downtown Topeka here on the northern edge of downtown. Give you a little idea. I-70 is right back over here about 2 blocks to my north. And again, we're here at 3rd and Polk, second door down on the west side of the street here. Someone wonders, where is this location? We're in the 300 block of Southwest Polk. The house right here, the greenhouse I'm looking at, is 305 Southwest Polk. And we'll kind of go over here, give you a little different view, a little different vantage point. Again, try to see out everybody's way here. The next house over is 311, so this would either be 307 or 309. We don't know which one. And it looks like at one time there might have been a house in between these two. These are the houses that were built many, many years ago. Very, very, very close together. You can see an idea here of the neighborhood here just west of downtown. And crews here have this under control, looks like it to me at this point. But again, the fire was reported around 12:25 on Wednesday afternoon. Crews got here. They said there was some flames showing out of the upstairs here on the second floor. Smoke was pretty thick about 12:30 when I got here. Within 3 or 4 minutes, smoke was pretty well all gone. Now it looks like they're ventilating the property. And you might be able to see on the north side of the residence some, hi Zach, you might be able to see some of the insulation and other debris that has been thrown out of here to help get this fire under control. We won't stay here real long. It looks like this fire is pretty well out. We'll have some more information here, hopefully before long, on cjonline.com. But again, no word of any injuries or any major damage. There is a good stiff breeze blowing straight out of the north right now, sometimes out of the northwest. And so obviously keeping the fire contained to this house is a concern so that it didn't spread to some of these other houses that are pretty close by. A lot of firefighters you can see were in that building, in that house, coming out right now. And it's always to do a great job getting those fires out. They were here really, really quick. Right after that report came in, I don't know how quick, but a couple of minutes or so, I would guess, no more. And it was imperative they got here today because of the windy conditions here that should have spread this fire right away. And As you see, these are all old wooden frame houses, probably built back in the late 1800s, I would guess, here in this part of downtown, or just west of downtown. Going to keep it here, let you see kind of what's going on at this point. A lot of the crews have come through the front door here momentarily. Short time ago. A few people are out looking on here in the neighborhood. We're going to move over here and get out of the way. So it looked like the fire was pretty well contained to the north side of the second floor. Again, I'm seeing some crews up in the upper reaches of the house right now, up in this window here. You might see them looking off the east window here. That's where the crews are right now. And so I think a fire investigator will be here to check on it. But again, we'll sign off here momentarily, trying to read some comments here. And I don't see a lot of other questions, so we'll sign off here in just a matter of a few moments here. And again, this fire reported around 12:25 at this residence in the 300 block of Southwest Polk. Someone called it in. Thank goodness they did, because at that time they said there was smoke, or I should say there were flames visible from the second floor. And there would be every indication that was indeed the case, because there was a lot of smoke a short time after that when I got here. About 12:32 or so. All right, well, we'll cut it off from now. Let's see if we can maybe get a quick word from Chris Harris. He's got a second. Are you going to have a second for us? Are you in charge here? Can you give me a clip on Facebook Live real quick? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Chris, tell us what's going on here today. I heard the call from about 12:25. Guys got here really quick, it seemed like.
They did, yeah. Engine 4 is the first ones here. They're stationed over at 8th and Clay, so it doesn't take them long at all to get here.
And what did they find upon their arrival?
They found heavy smoke, and then as they got a little closer, they were able to see flames coming out of the second floor window.
Was it over on the north side, pretty much?
That's correct. Yes.
So that's the one concern is that these houses are built probably back in the 1800s. They're so close together, right?
They're so close together, and then they're also constructed in a fashion called balloon frame, which means there's one solid airspace from the floor clear to the attic. So as we get in there and start looking for fire, we're not only putting the fire out on the original fire floor, but we're checking the attic above as well to make sure that there's no spread up there.
Have they got it under control pretty much, you think, this time?
They do right now, yeah. We're pulling all the crews out. We've got investigators on scene. He's going to go inside, look around, see if he can determine a cause, and we'll get back and let you know if there is one.
Chris, was there anyone in the house at the time?
It was vacant. We did have companies when they first got here. They went in, searched the first and second floors, confirmed that it was not occupied. So.
All right. So no one, at this point, there's actually, as far as we know, nobody even living at this property.
We're not sure just yet. We haven't really had a chance to investigate. That's something our investigator will work on. We'll contact our dispatch, see if they can locate an owner, and we'll go from there.
Okay, I was trying to think if I had one more last question. No injuries or anything like that?
No injuries, yes sir. We do have AMR. They come out, they stand by. Whenever we go into an interior fire, they always here just as a backup and a resource.
Very good. Okay, and we appreciate it, Chris. Thank you for taking a moment to talk to us.
No, sir.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit.
Thanks for being here. Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
Have a good day.
All right, you too. So there you heard it from Chris Rivera there, and he's going to be on the scene here for a while yet, because an investigator is coming to check on this. We just learned here that this was a vacant structure as far as we know. And again, we've had several vacant buildings, vacant houses in different parts of the city with fires here in the last few weeks. We don't know if they're connected or not, but we do know there have been a few that have been intentionally set. I went out to one last week in Highland Crest over there at, I believe it was at Fremont and Irvingham. Fremont and Irvingham. I was at a fire there last week. They believe that was intentionally set. In that same morning, there was another fire and that one was in the 1500 block of Polk. So that fire on Polk was around 4 a.m. The one on Irvingham was around 6 a.m. And I believe both those were ruled to be intentionally set. So we typically see more fires this time of year when things get cold and when the furnaces start kicking on, possibly some electrical fire and things of this nature. But intentionally set fires, that's a whole different scenario. So I'm sure the investigator will be checking on this to see indeed if this was intentionally set. We cannot say that it was at this point, but we do know there have been some fires that have been ruled intentionally set here in the last few weeks here in Topeka. So we'll have all that information for you later. We will sign off from now. As you see, the fire crews did a great job here. They got here just very quickly from over at 8th and Clay, and we will now sign off from the 300 block of Southwest Polk. This is Phil Anderson reporting for CJOnline.com.